Hi guys! This video is going to be about your health and wellbeing task this week, which is looking at advertising and some of the tricks that advertisers use to manipulate us. I'll put the link to the video that has all of the different adverts in it in the description underneath the video so you can access that quickly. So, manipulate means to try and get someone to do something that you want them to do but maybe isn't in their best interest. So when we talk about adverts being manipulative, it's about adverts trying to persuade us to do something that otherwise we wouldn't have done, which is of course the point of an advert. And I think this is something that's really important to remember, because adverts can be loads of fun, they can be really creative, but it's important to remember that the point of an advert is to make you buy something. The point of an advert isn't to make you happy, but it might do that as well. It isn't to tell a story, but it might do that. The point, the reason that advert got made, is to persuade you to buy something. So let's have a look at some of the techniques that they use to persuade us to buy something. I saw in that video lots and lots of bright colours, lots and lots of music, cheerful music, lots and lots of happy people. And the reason they do this, these bright colours, cheerful music, happy people, fun cartoon characters, the reason they do this is to get us to associate their product, the thing that they're trying to sell, with being happy. They want us to think in our mind the two things are linked together. Lucky Charms, happiness. Like if I eat the Lucky Charms, if I buy the Lucky Charms, I'll be happy because we've got that association in our brain. But associating with happiness isn't the only thing that these adverts are trying to do. Sometimes they can even be a little bit dishonest. There was one bit in that I noticed where the colourful rabbit says that the cereal is nutritious, and then it shows you a bowl full of like multicoloured, it looked like Skittles. I'm telling you right now, that is not nutritious. And so it's not telling a lie exactly, because nutritious is one of these words that doesn't have a really specific meaning. It doesn't have something that you could knock on their door and go, oh, you said this is nutritious, but it doesn't do this and this, so it doesn't count. It's one of those words that we all know what it means. It's supposed to mean healthy, but there isn't really a way of checking. There isn't a minimum standard for nutritious. And so adverts use these words that we think they mean one thing, but there's no way of checking, to convince us that their product is healthy. And those words might be nutritious, they might be healthy, they might be low fat. Because all of these things, they don't have a specific like government meaning. We can kind of use them how we like. So they use what's called ambiguous language. That means language that can mean a couple of different things and isn't really checkable. Ambiguous language. As well as this, it's really important to think about what kind of person are we seeing in the adverts, and have a think about who you're seeing on the screen. This is to do with representation, which is something that we've talked about quite a lot in class. Representation means the different kinds of people that you see in adverts, and more particularly, the kinds of people that you don't see. So, what do all of the people in the adverts have in common? First of all, they're children. That makes sense. They're trying to get children to eat the foods and to persuade their parents to buy the food, so they're going to show children in the adverts. But they're not just children. They're a little bit, the word I'm going to use is aspirational. They kind of fit into this idea that we have in our heads of what children should look like. And that can be a little bit sinister. It can actually be quite difficult. I want you to look at the advert and see what all of the children have in common. I'm not going to give you the answer to this. I want you guys to go away and do some thinking. children in the adverts, what do they have in common? Are they all really skinny? Or are we seeing any overweight children? Are they all boys? Are they all girls? Is there a mixture? Are all of the children in the adverts the same race? Are we seeing a mixture of children who are black, children who are white, children who are Asian? Or are we only seeing particular kinds of children who look a certain way represented? Do any of the children look like they have disabilities, or are they all able-bodied? Have a think about those children in the adverts and remember that this advert is trying to get you to buy their product by saying, hey, you could be like these kids. What's it telling us about the sort of kids that you want to be? And by not including people who look a certain way, what's it telling you about what sort of kid you might not want to be? And does a company that sells cereal have any right to be telling you that you should look a certain way? I think it's really interesting when we start to think about body image and how we feel about ourselves, to look at adverts and go, well, is it because some people are telling me I should look a certain way? This is something I would really love to know your thoughts and opinions on. So look at those happy, aspirational children in the video, those children that the adverts are saying, you could be like this, and see, do you agree that that's all they should be showing? When you've made your list of the different techniques that the advert uses to try and persuade you to buy their product, and some of them you might feel totally comfortable with, like them using nice cartoon characters and using happy music, and some of you might make you go, ooh, that makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, like using those words that say it's healthy when clearly it's not. You can present that information in a poster or a leaflet or however you like. You can make a little film and warn people or inform people of what goes on in adverts so they're a little bit aware. And then when people watch adverts and they go, oh, I could really go for a bowl of that colourful cereal, there's a little voice in the back of their head going, do you really want that? Or is it just that the advert used all of these techniques to make you think that? Do you actually want it, or have you been manipulated? Really big chat, important things to be thinking about today. I am really looking forward to hearing your thoughts. If you haven't done it yet, go and watch the video of all of the adverts. It's actually kind of scary. Right, speak soon guys, bye bye.